Hey, bro. So it's not always going to be lonely. If you're watching this channel, it's probably because you're interested in a little bit more than just bodybuilding. You're interested in like your self improvement journey, but in a more holistic approach. Like you want a better body, but you also want a better mind. You want a better spirit. You want to be better as a human, better as like an entity, as opposed to just like having bigger muscles. And that's fine if you just want bigger muscles, no judgment whatsoever. But when you take this path of being a spiritual individual, like being like an elevated individual, then you're going to face some unique challenges, like a lot of people are going to walk away from your life. And this is really common sense, because it's like you being a certain type of way brought certain types of people into your life. But now that you want to change, it's like you're going to drive certain people away because you don't match with those people anymore. That's common sense, but it's like it always comes as a surprise because your change is so gradual, happens like half a percentage point at a time. But then, like, before you know it, you're a completely different person. And then you realize you don't even match with your friends anymore. So, I'm here to let you know, bro, it's not always going to be lonely. It may feel like it is, but it's not. You know, you need to learn how to be alone and how to be happy being alone. And once you learn that, people are going to come back into your life. Just as an example, for me, I had a situation when I started getting really serious about my life, getting really serious about change, getting really serious about my journey. I basically lost all my friends. Genuinely, they all ghosted me. And genuinely, it hurt. Like, I can't even describe it. It's like, imagine like all the people that are around you right now. If you have people around you, imagine all of them from one day to the next leave, stop texting you, you know? And this brought me into a unique journey, into a unique period of my life, because I was forced to just be by myself and to just reflect and to just figure out how to drag myself out of the trenches, mental trenches, because like, I'm like in an apartment, like it's nice living, but it's like dragging myself out of the trenches in the sense of like dragging myself out of like this mental rut. Because when everybody leaves your life, man, it's like you can't help but be thinking like these negative thoughts, but be in like this negativity, you know, this like, oh man, like maybe I'm just like not worthy of having friends and stuff like that. Even just saying that doesn't feel right, But, you start to feel all these things. And like, even the people, like your family, like, even they won't fully leave your life because they're your family, you know what I mean? But they're going to start to have like problems with you. And this is literally just because you are changing. You are not the person you used to be. You are a completely new person. And nobody is used to that. Like nobody has ever seen this version of you before. Not even you. You may know like intuitively what that version of you looks like, but you don't know. Like nobody knows. who that person is. And so everybody is kind of like, what do you call it? Like weary, kind of. Everybody's kind of weary around this new version of you because it's new, you know, like it's unexpected. They don't know how to feel about it, how to react. There's always like this little bit of worry in the back of people's minds. But I want you to know, man, this may feel like a lonely journey. This may feel like it's just happening to you, but it's not. This is a part of the journey. This is meant to happen. This is how it is for everyone. When you change, bro, like, for me personally, when I started taking my spirituality more seriously, like, it's like, you know the saying that it's like, when you wake up, you start seeing things and you can't unsee them. It's like, once I started taking my spirituality more seriously, I could not justify drinking. I could not justify eating bad foods. I cannot justify hanging out with negative people and engaging in like negative activities and behaviors, you know, like engaging in like negative conversations. I cannot justify that. And that's how it may feel for you. You know, like you can't drink poison just because you're thirsty, bro. So I know you're all alone and you may feel like, man, you just want your friends back. You just want your ex back. You just want whatever back. And it's like, I understand how that feels. Because at one point, I wanted all my friends back too. I wanted my old life back. But I couldn't justify going back. Because going back would mean taking a step back. Going back would mean reverting back to that old form that I shed. It's like, it would be like you built all this muscle, you know, in the gym, and then you intentionally lose all that muscle, you know? It's like, what's the point? You know what I mean? It's like you have a new body because like you have all this new muscle that you didn't used to have before. But it's like, with that muscle comes different things, you know? Like, oh, now you got to eat more to maintain this muscle. Now you got to like train a different way. You know, it's the same thing with the muscle as it is with life. And so if you feel like you've lost all your friends, bro, if you feel like there's no one around you, I want you to know this is a transformation period for you. This is a period for you to figure things out, to try things out. This is not negative by any means, bro. Like, look, we're alive, right? Obviously, you're watching this video because you're alive. So, we're alive, man. Like, have fun. Like, be alive, you know? But have fun with your new intuitive knowledge of, like, you know, not participating in, like, lower vibrations and stuff like that. Like, you know, participating at a high level, having fun at a high level, at a conscious level, but having fun to the best of your ability, figuring things out, figuring out who you are and what your role is in this world. And man, this period is special, you know, because it's like the caterpillar and the cocoon. You are the caterpillar in the cocoon right now. Soon you'll emerge. You'll become the butterfly, you know, but you just got to be patient. This is a process you can't rush. You know, like if the fucking, I'm not supposed to swear. If the caterpillar was to like rush that process, maybe it would come out like, you know, deformed or something, like with half a wing or like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to rush the process, man. You want to take your time. Take your time. Figure things out, man. Read some books. Explore new ideas. Like, just train hard. You know what I mean? Like, embrace the moment fully. Fully embrace the moment. Do what you can. Learn as much as you can. Do as much as you can. Just have some fun, dude. That's the main message, is like, I know I may feel like it's serious, like, oh man, like, I just lost all my friends, and like, oh, my family is not talking to me or whatever. Dude, have fun, okay? Because you're alive. Were you alive to, show up to an office and to be there typing away at your computer at an Excel sheet for like 8 or 9 hours a day, commute back for 1 hour? Were you alive to just like basically live for another company? Are you here on this planet to make someone else money? Like, genuinely, are you here on this planet to make someone else happy, but not yourself? Or are you here on this planet because you're here to make yourself happy? It's like, this is something that a lot of people don't realize, and it never really clicked for me until I read Reality Transurfing. But your heart is inherently selfish. Like, you can want, like, for example, you can want to make a lot of money to like take care of your family or something, and that's totally fine. But your heart is inherently selfish. Before it wants to make that money for like your family and everything, it wants to make that money for you. It wants to make you happy. You know what I mean? Like, you have to make yourself happy before you make anybody else happy. You have to make yourself happy because your heart is inherently selfish, man. So that's all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this resonated with you. I hope that somebody who needed to hear this came in contact with this video, because I know I needed to hear this at some point. So, like, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff. Follow me on Instagram. I'm a nutrition coach, so if you need nutrition coaching, I can help you out with that. And yeah, have a nice day. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.